Tonight on Hip on the Spot News. A new update with a new region for Afghanistan. The east side brings more than just more terrain. A third-party developer closes for business and shuts down. And the LA-7 is on its way to us this year. This and more on How I Play. This video is sponsored by Moza. Get their new force feedback lineup with our link in the video description. Hello virtual pilots, I'm Andre Celesti, and tonight we are going to talk about the latest update in DCS World. After quite some time and ample work since the release of the Afghanistan map in early access, we finally get the next region, none other than the east side. Afghanistan is the map that brought to us the division of purchase if needed for a specific region, and after a few months since the release of the southwest region, we now get the east side, leaving only one more region to be added, and that is the north. We also got a trailer for this updated look in Afghanistan, and it seems that apart from the east side, you can expect a big chunk of improvements and changes to the map itself, with improved ground noise and vegetation distribution, better texture mesh, and improved road networks with multiple gap fixes along the way, and a big number of new airfields. We will come back to Afghanistan and conduct our usual showcase, so stay tuned for that video only here at How I Play. For core changes to DCS, we got a high number of AI improvements. For aircraft AI, a few important ones to mention are corrected detection for incoming missiles for AI that don't have an RWR, as now this detection is performed as expected, meaning a visual one, not a BVR. Tactical turns were added as well for AI, so when flying as a two-ship with a human lead, AI is now able to perform a commanded tactical turn. This command is now available in the radio command menu. Also, they have fixed multiple issues that revolved around AI performing attacks, be that against ships or other targets. Oh, and from now on, AI should select a proper parking space after landing at an airfield. We will see about that. Moving on to ground AI, they did a number of fixes and adjustments, some to radar and launchers that are part of the China assets pack, with tanks given to Current Hill.
Oh, Current Hill. I love Current Hill assets. Andre, why his packs are not part of the core DCS experience?
I don't know.
Next time, please know.
Alright, Petrovich. Moving on, we got two new options for the screen space ambient occlusion effect, low and high, and they fix some shaders errors. For multiplayer, they fixed the shuffle start for dedicated servers missions, I have to test this soon, and the glitchy helicopter sling load rope. Alright. Oh, and the cherry on the top, no more long static noise from the radio. Thank you, I was going insane. For the Viper, you can now click on the throttle to go from off to idle, and fix the issues including the damaged model where the pilot was surviving any explosions. And here I was thinking I was indestructible. Same goes for the Hornet. For both the Viper and the Hornet, plus other modules, they added the AIM-9 seeker that tracks flares prior of the missile being launched. And for the Hornet only, the AIM-9X got fixed for tracking at the edge of the seeker gimbal. The Hornet also benefits from fixes done to the data link, IFF codes, and the auto-release queues. The Mirage F1 by Airgis continues to be improved with a long list of changes. I have to say, Airgis is one of the most constant developers out there with every patch. Their work is substantial. I really don't know how they manage to do this. Many times I think I could even do an entire show and just showcase their work. I just need to acquire the F1 and do that. A big round of applause for Airgis and their amazing work with the F1. Thank you. So, taking the most eye-catching changes and fixes, they fixed the low FPS problem in intensive missions. The autopilot disconnect in the F1BE with a certain binding, they restored the INS drift in the EE model, and they added the request AWACS declare in the quick access radio command. A lot of animations that were missing in the cockpit are now implemented or fixed, and they added the Cycle Combat Flaps input command. Nice! Meanwhile, the Phantom got a good list of goodies and changes. Like gesture, target lock or focus has now the proper icons in the wheel. Also, he now is allowed to target bogies that are not quite dead yet.
You mean zombies?
Almost. The RWR database has been updated as well with new signals, and they fixed issues with the internal wing tanks not feeding when selecting an external tank, and some flight model bug fixes in regards of inertia from fuel. India Fox Echo adds generator 1 and 2 reset key bindings to the MB339A and performed a few fixes to the gun sight, background luminosity, and updated the collision model.
Ooh, collision model.
So these are the hot changes for the latest DCS update, and we are eager to see them in action in the following weeks. But that's not all for today, as we got a few more topics we have to check before concluding our video. And we got the sad departure of Check6 Simulation, the third-party developer who needs to retire from business due to internal decisions. For those of you wondering, they were doing the top end of Australia map, which, contrary to some comments out there, they did had some progress to show around 1 year ago, as we even showcased their work in one of our shows. They were also working on the PC-9A single-engine low-wing training aircraft. After their statements posted on their Discord, who now has disappeared as well, I asked Edie for a comment if maybe their work could be continued one day. Edie is also sorry to see them go, but mentioned they ended their development on best terms. And they say the door is always open if the future brings them back. Well, nothing more to be said here. Some third-party studios are bigger, some are smaller, and everyone knows what is best for them as a business. Moving on, we also got a recent LA-7 development report. The efforts have been focused on fine-tuning the aircraft's flight model. They say that work on the cockpit is advancing well, and Octopus G continues to refine the LA-7's damage model. The team appreciates your patience and enthusiasm as they move forward to release, and they look forward to making it available this year. Nice. And that's it for today. Thank you all for watching until the end of our video. Many thanks to our Patreons for their continuous support. Remember to give us a like if you find the video informative, and subscribe to keep in touch with all the latest news from your favorite simulators and games. As always, I'm Andre Celesti, reminding you to fly safe, and I'll see you next time.